Yes, ma'am.
So plenty of people to be entered. One by one, please. All right. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this international collaborative project, Rise Up for SDGs 2021. Yes, and here are the panelists of the day. I'll be introducing them one by one. And our partners are United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime of Drugs and Crimes, SDG Chopal, Smart Sustain, and Next Schools are our media partners. Initiated by Paramjit Kaur and facilitated by Rita Singh, Director, Indirapuram Group of Institutions, and Bushra N.S. Naqvi. About the project, 8 months, January to August. Webinar 60 minutes only. Virtual meetings, second and fourth Friday. Panel discussion, 6 panelists, 1 moderator and 1 keynote speaker. And the agenda is always SDG goals. And the 2 next goals, which we are going to discuss in the month of March, on 12th March, it is gender equality, and on 26th March, it is goal number 6, clean water and sanitation, please. Thank you for all the claps. I'm loving that. And the moderator of the day is Mohammad Moeddin, Presidency International School, Chattogram, Bangladesh, senior O-level English educator since 2016, examiner, intermediate and secondary board, international program coordinator, Connect Portal, ambassador of Elocator Teachers Foundation, trainer, problem-based learning and interactive online English classes, in charge Red Crescent Youth, Judge Queen's Commonwealth Essay Writing Competition, London, UK. Welcome, Mohammad Mohiddin. And our keynote speaker is Mr. Mentor Koveshi from Albania, history and geography educator, participated in international trainings, facilitated students to win prizes in various competitions. Let the claps go on. That's lovely. And then your very own Paramjit Kaur Dhillon here, principal for the past 26 years, MSc Physics, B.Ed, gold medalist, well-traveled, 14 countries, globally validated master trainer on 21st century skills by British Council School Ambassador, Microsoft trainer and fellow, Adobe Education leader, Wakelet Ambassador, and pioneer in mapping the entire school curriculum, K-12 with United Nations 17 SDGs. And here's a young panelist, Ms. Priyanka Pandey, Radiant International School, Patna, who's designed our newsletter this time. Research scholar from Patna University, presented research papers in international seminars and webinars, actively working for SDGs, inspires students to write on socially relevant issues, internationally published poet. Welcome, Priyanka. And then a beautiful panelist here, Reena Ran from Israel, educator for 35 years, masters in humanistic studies, Hebrew University, Jerusalem, MIE, and guest speaker, 21st Century Digital Tools Ambassador, National Geographic Certified Teacher, Global Teachers Award 2020, attended E2 Singapore 2018, won Groups Challenge there. Welcome, Reena. And then a young debater here, Obair Khan, Bloomsfield Hall, Johar town, Lahore, Pakistan. He is going to walk us through the virtual art gallery, activity coordinator, debate coach, student counselor, O-level instructor. Welcome, Obair Khan. And then we have Ishita Ghoshal, Certified Green Belt Career Counseling, Singapore, Teacher Research Award, British Council 21st Century Core Skill Trainer, Examiner for ASL, for CBSE, Trainer for British Council, ISC Examiner, ELT Resource Trainer, Certified Assessor and Team Leader, Tata Steel Edo, and co-authored ICSE and CBSE textbooks. And a young educator here, Mr. P.M. Nagarajan Pillai from Malaysia, 15 years teaching experience, masters in education, excellent teacher for English language primary school, Platinum Award Achiever for International Summit Innovation and Design. Exposition 2020. Welcome, Naga. And now it's time. Over to the moderator of the day, Muhammad Moeddin, Presidency International School, Chattogram, Bangladesh.
Thank you very much, Ms. Paramjit Kaur Dhillon, for your such a lively presentation and your introduction and the introducing of other panelists to all of us. It has made the presentation a very beautiful one. Thank you again. Now, I would love to request our keynote speaker of today's session, Mr. Manchar Kovashi from Albania, to come up with his presentation.
Excuse me, Muhammad, I just got a message from him. Internet challenges. He'll not be able to join, please. Can you do a favor and run us through his presentation, please?
Ma'am, I would love to do that. So on
Please
behalf of our keynote speaker, Mr. Manchar Kovashi, I'm representing the keynote speaking of our today's presentation of our today's session. What do we mean by quality education? Transforming our world, the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development by United Nations. Next slide, please. For those who agree with the role that the United Nations plays, it is hard to disagree with any of the goals or much of the wording. The call for quality education, not merely access to any education, is a grand step in ensuring that all children, and not just those from high-income countries, have a quality education. Quality education is one that focuses on the whole child, the social, emotional, mental, physical, and cognitive development of each student, regardless of gender, race, ethnicity, socioeconomic status, or geographic location. It prepares the child for life, not just for testing. Quality education provides resources and directs policy to ensure that each child enters school healthy and learns about and practices a healthy lifestyle, learns in an environment that is physically and emotionally safe for students and adults. Is actively engaged in learning and is connected to the school and broader community, has access to personalized learning and is supported by qualified, caring adults, and is challenged academically and prepared for success in college, for further study and for employment and participation in a global environment. Quality education provides the outcomes needed for individuals, communities, and societies to prosper. It allows schools to align and integrate fully with their communities and access a range of services across sectors designed to support the educational development of their students. A quality education is supported by three key pillars: ensuring access to quality teachers, providing use of quality learning tools and professional development, and the establishment of safe and supportive quality learning environments. The SDGs reflect a global consensus in our young century that education is a human right and a public good that is critical to the health and future of the world. But ours is a world of severe challenges, with millions of students under fire, unsettled and unschooled due to conflict, and governments globally failing to meet their funding commitments to education, especially with regard to their poorest citizens. Education advocates have a responsibility to promote policies that integrate schools, communities, and nations into a system that supports development of the whole child, ensuring that each student is healthy, safe, engaged, supported, and challenged. So what are the good effects of education? The key findings are: higher levels of education are associated with a wide range of positive outcomes, including better health and well-being, higher social trust, greater political interest, lower political cynicism, and less hostile attitudes towards immigrants. So that's what our keynote speaker, Mr. Mantra Kovace, had to say today. I'd love to thank all our audience on behalf of our keynote speaker. Thank you to all of you. Now, I would love to invite Ms. Paramjit Kaur Dhillon to take the floor one more time to go through the school SDG story of Kamla Nehru Public School, Punjab, India. Mr. Paramjit Kaur Dhillon. Sorry, Ms. Paramjit Kaur Dhillon. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, please. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to my beloved RiseUp4SDGs team. Good evening to all educators. Welcome to Building Resilience, the SDG story of quality education in Kamla Nehru Public School, the Microsoft Showcase School in India. Our remote teamwork led to building resilience and work for quality education. Pandemic, COVID-19, there was no lockdown for learning. We used Microsoft Teams for remote learning. Well begun is half done. We planned in December 2019, parents training for KG to grade 3, help them to download Teams app and explain the features too. Training for grade 9 to 12 who were not hands-on Teams app. Grade 4 to 8 were using Teams app already in our school. Our remote teamwork led to building resilience and in turn achieve quality education SDG 4. Tablets, desktop, mobiles, laptops. We educators used all devices, had mock sessions and started remote learning for K-12 with effect from 2nd of April 2020. Leave no one behind for SDG 4, quality education. Our community outreach, 4 CBSE hub schools, 157 education leaders and 23 students from all over India joined us on 2nd of April when we began our remote learning session. We would love, yes, please, we worked for Target 4.C when remote teamwork led to empowerment of educators in 2020. 85 MIE experts, 100% Adobe creative educators, 29 MCE, 25 SDG ambassadors, 30 MOS, 25 ACE level 2, 4 ACA board certified associates.
Excuse me, ma'am. I would like to interrupt a little. The display, there is a problem showing the display in the content.
Mohammed, for me, it's perfectly all right. Let's continue. Maybe your internet, son.
Okay.
We worked on target 4.7. When students were engaged to promote sustainable development, online panel discussion on 5/5/2020, 5th May, jobs at risk, COVID-19. We had joined United Nations Office of Drugs and Crime Lockdown Learner Series, followed by online paper presentation on 9th May, COVID-19 impact on human rights, peace and rule of law. UNODC Lockdown Learner Series again. Rappers Delight, self-composed rap songs on COVID-19, part of UNODC Lockdown Learners Series. Practiced SDG 4 quality education when we visited 646 global classroom in 47 countries in 48 hours on 10th and 11th November. All about remote teamwork and building resilience. Remote teamwork was all about LDG 4. It was all about reinventing learning officers. A session we had specially when students could connect 1:1 with the teacher to clear doubts of their regular class. Building resilience was all about flexible, friendly, extended evaluation. Quizlet, Flipgrid, Adobe Spark, Wakelet, Nearpod. We used all tools and the focus was an exercise for IT skills enhancement of our students. Principals remote learning meeting, remote sessions with K-12 students and families was all about building resilience in the KNPS family. And then building team remotely. Daily remote staff well-being call was for building resilience amongst my beloved educators. What were the challenges today in your classrooms? How can we support each other? the IT solutions for remote learning, which innovation in the classroom to engage our students was discussed. All about SDG for quality education. Daily remote class teachers, students' well-being call was all about team building, was all about building resilience amongst the students, was all about SDG for quality education. We practice, preach and promote SDGs in our school. We had a virtual Global Day celebration from 18/9/2020 to 26/9/2020, September. Good 9 days online SDG celebration, a new event every day. Mentioning 3 events, Comic Attack was preparing a comic strip on what a specific goal was all about. We use Po2NAV for this. Let's write Quatrain, a 4-line poem on my favorite goal. Students of grade 7 to 12 tweeted a lot. From juniors, it was the teacher who tweeted their creativity. SDG Ramp Walk for K-12 students was a community outreach program and SDGs advocacy. The parents joined the ramp walk in their houses, wear a dress of the color of the goal you advocate and hold the placard. Event was very, very popular. Remote teamwork led to a feather in a cap. We were international winners of Global Minecraft Championship 2020. 61 countries, 1266 entries, 105 judges. Some more achievements via Microsoft Showcase School, Wakelet's Showcase School 2021, national winners in excellence in adoption of creativity in Adobe India Education Leaders Summit 2020, September we've announced. All thanks to my beloved educators of Kamla Nehru Public School. Remote teamwork led to building resilience. And the result? We were featured by Microsoft. Our school story going virtual in the village went viral. We were on Twitter too, a post by Microsoft India talking about remote teamwork, a guide to building resilience. School featured a short video too in the tweet. Another story published by Microsoft India, Kamla Nehru Public School moves to virtual classroom seamlessly with Microsoft Teams. Ladies and gentlemen, we are situated in a remote village, Chak Hakim, catering to 65 villages and first generation learners, please. And then, ladies and gentlemen, and my beloved educators, now comes the action time. We educators need to take action for SDG 4. Need some volunteers here. We Rise Up for SDG team would like to open a virtual school for children in remote areas who missed an academic year. Who would like to volunteer for remote teamwork in 2021? Do contact us. Let's rise up for SDG 4. All details to contact are there in a newsletter to be published today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Paramjit Kaur Dhillon, for your wonderful and excellent presentation on the school SDG story. That was really inspiring. I think both our educators and the learners will be inspired and they want to do something like this. This can be an ideal that to be followed. Thank you, ma'am. Now, I would like to request Ms. Priyanka Pandey from Radiant International School, Patna, India, to run through the newsletter. Ms. Priyanka Pandey.
Amandeep, can you run us through, please? Amandeep, start speaking if Priyanka is having challenges. No audio.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. So I would like Charu ma'am to play the PPT. Charu ma'am,
it's already there. Maybe you have some internet issue. We can see it. Charu, run through it. We move ahead.
Okay.
Remember, we
Okay,
have
ma'am.
right
Okay.
now 225 educators and nobody can be kept in waiting, please.
Ma'am. So we want Priyanka Pandey from Ladies International School, but in pursuit of sustainable development goals in schools. I would like our facilitator, Ramjeet Cordial, Principal, Kamala Nehru Public School, Punjab, India, Assistant Director, Chandirapuram Group of Institutions, India, and Lahore, Pakistan. I would also like to thank our UNODC assistant next school. It has to present the story for now. That is full presentation. We also the 2020 our education system. Our students could continue their education. However, we in our schools tried our best to connect to our students and promote ethical and quality education. We also promoted awareness about quality education in our schools. Sustainable for education envisages equitable and equal education for everyone. Thank you, Paramjeet ma'am, for this lecture. Our slide has been divided into 4 sections. Section covers students' voice. We entries for the students' voice section received an overwhelming response. We got over 120 responses. Students shared their short videos in which they spoke on one of them. The participants from SD Batu Balai, Malaysia, Kamala Nehru Public School, India, STS World School, India, Hindi of you. You can find the videos on the link attached here. Let's at this section of the it's been heartwarming to see our students and educators coming together in the pursuit to build a future for all of us.
Charu, run through. We cannot hear. Priyanka's voice is cracking. Plenty of messages to me, please. Priyanka, some internet issue, darling, with you.
Am I not audible?
Your voice is cracking. Move ahead. We move ahead.
Yeah. With my presentation,
So there were some network issues, but even after that, the newsletter was awesome. We saw that many students from different schools have participated there. We saw the name of different schools there. So that was really an excellent newsletter, though the voice was lagging, but we know how enthusiastic our panelists were to represent herself and the schools and all the schools that have contributed in the newsletter. Thank you, Ms. Priyanka Pandey. Now I would love to request Ms. Rina Ran from Israel to come up with her school SDG story. Ms. Rina Ran.
Charu, you need to make her the presenter, please. In case you have not done, and different ID, she said.
Okay, I'll start again.
That is, yes. I do believe sometimes we do enjoy this awkward silence too. That's this is something different. Our panelist is coming with a presentation very soon. The network becomes an issue sometimes. As we have seen, our keynote speaker couldn't join. So
Yes,
thank you
Reena.
for your patience.
Reena can start now. I think it's all okay.
Yes.
Yes, I'm just waiting to see the presentation.
Reena, we can actually see it.
I can't.
Some challenges at your end. What do we do now?
No, I don't think so. I see another slide. I can't see it. I see another slide, but I can open on my device.
No, but we can see it. Mohammed, can you see it, Moeddin?
Ma'am, as Ms. Ran is saying, we are still in another page actually, in page number 43.
Wiseman School
Okay, excuse
Quality
me, ma'am.
Education. Wiseman is an elementary school.
Excuse me, ma'am.
No, here it is remote
Yes.
teamwork led to building resilience.
Just
It is all
just
about
do
quatrain, ma'am.
Arvind,
Okay.
sir wants
just
to
do
say
one
something.
thing. So there is a button on the top of the Teams app. So it says to the presenter, right? So there is to the presenter and there is a number on your screen. Just click on that, you will get the current presentation, the current page of the
Yes.
presentation. So
Oh.
Charu, you can share it
Yes.
again.
Thank you for the present suggestion, sir.
Okay, yes, thank you very
Yes.
much. Now I can see it. So again, good evening, everybody, panelists and attendees. I'm very happy to be here today and tell you about some details about quality education in Weizmann School. Our Weizmann School is an elementary regional school housing students from 5 localities. Our principal for the last 15 years is Mrs. Dafna Partush, an open-minded person, always strives to bring innovation to our school. Our educators, no, back please. Our educators team is professionally well trained, and this is our strength. We are a pedagogic leader school. Next, please. We are addressing diversity. This tree with its colorful symbolizes our perception of the fact that we are all different people. We differ in our look, desires, abilities, and dreams. Our educational approach is structured so that we address this diversity. We have also articulated this in our educational vision. We strive to allow and to enable every individual to discover and cultivate its human quality. Next, please. To ensure optimal social climate in school that gives confidence to every student and adult, we decided on core values that accompany us all over the years. All students know them and learn to behave according to them. Those are responsibility, tolerance, and belonging. With responsibility, we teach what responsibility is, What do I take responsibility for? And what happens when I do not take responsibility? Here on the right, you can see students show responsibility to their self-learning. In tolerance, we educate our students to respect others' opinions, even if they don't agree. In group work, to share and listen, allow everyone to express their opinion, and thus strengthen the confidence of everyone to speak loudly. Here you can see students having a circle of talk outside class. Next, please. In these pictures on this slide, you can see lots of school activities, because we believe that the more we produce shared experiences in which everyone takes part, the stronger the sense of belonging grows. We all participate in ceremonies, festivals, sports activities, and other school activities that make us proud to belong to Weizmann family. Next, please. We are a green school. So all school students, teachers, and staff work according to the principles of recycle papers, separate waste, save electricity and water use, and reduce personal consumption. We care for the environment. Back, please. We care for the environment. We believe that tolerance, acceptance, and respect between students and people develop respect for nature and the environment as well, and strengthen the interaction between students and nature. Next, please. We are a Microsoft Showcase school. So in our school, there are a use of lots of technology and global projects. We use 21st century digital tools in our teaching learning process, along with creativity and innovation. Students can use smartphones for creating projects. Teams Up is strongly present in our school routine. Down on the pictures, you can see students creating barcodes about groundbreaking Jewish characters. And on the left, you can see that we have a kid programmers. This is a Microsoft code programming courses for ages graders 1 to grade 6. Next, please. We participate in global projects such as Climate Action Global, which we took part on 2019 and 2020, and along with other international projects. Next, please. And finally, I will tell you about the GAC, a global Microsoft project competition of schools around the world, where students grade 6 set up a company, design a logo and a slogan, invent a product, prototype products, and then move on to product production and sell. Weizmann students won the first place in 2017 and in 2019, and they also were invited to Seattle to get their prize. Up in the center, you can see an example of a prototype. Those are bracelets that contain a barcode for playlist that each student can prepare for himself. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Ms. Rina Rand, for your nice, calm, composed, and wonderful presentation on school SDG stories. Now, I would like to request Mr. Ubair Khan from Bloomfield Hall, Johor Town, Lahore, Pakistan, to walk through the art gallery. Mr. Ubair Khan.
this is Zubair Khan from Bloomfield Hall School, Johor, Lahore, Pakistan, and I'm so privileged to take you all to visit to the art gallery, which is full of beautiful, colorful pictures and artwork sent by our students from all across the globe. When they were asked to picture what quality education SDG4 means to them. Firstly, we have some 4 paintings from Ramgya School, Dadri, India. Moving on to, we have beautiful entries from Kothari International School, Pune, and Jivanashri, Anumla, India. As you can see, there has been students have put forward a lot of creative ideas through these pictures, and they have used a lot of mediums. We can see pencil colors, we can see postal colors, we have oil paints over here. Creativity knows no bounds. Students from Kamla Nehru Public School, and we have got some whopping around 25 entries from Kamla Nehru Public School, 25 to 30 entries from this school was there. And as you can see in these pictures, students have showcased their talent, showcased their creativity about what they feel and what they think about SDG4, which is quality education. Over here we have entries from Bal Bharti Public School. We have around 12 entries from this school, and as you can see, the students of this school have showcased their paintings by holding them in their hands, and look at their faces, their happy faces. They know that they're contributing in some way or another to this greater cause for the promotion of global sustainable development goals globally. And now we have entries from SK Batu Balai, Malaysia. We can see some COVID related posters over here. Obviously, coronavirus pandemic has hurt or has affected the education sector the most, and the students are very well aware of it, and that is what we can see in their artwork and their imaginations as well from these paintings over here. Now moving on, we have some very interesting artworks more. Let's go and have a look at them as well. Talking about these artworks from World Way International Bhopal. We have 3 artworks from there, beautiful pictures drawn from the pencil colors, and then we have Shemford Futuristic K-12 School from India, and they do have sent forward some pictures to showcase their contribution. Moving on to, we have SK Sanugai Pari Ipo from Malaysia. The students have showcased their work so brilliantly over here as well. And then we have 21 entries from Bloomfield Hall School, Johor, Lahore. I just love the uniformity in these artworks. They have created a red corner in our beautiful gallery. Each student has showcased their caliber, their creativity, their concept about the SDG4, which is quality education. Next up, the next school that we have over here is Sage Andaram, Jaipura, India, and again a lot of entries from this school as well. Around 20 entries were there, and the students have showcased the concept of SDG4 again by using different mediums, and I'm simply loving the way the students have held their artworks. They're showcasing, they're boosting that they have done it, and they're so proud of this. Then we have some school Baru from Malaysia, and they had sent these beautiful, colorful artworks as well to showcase their talent, and they have contributed their work for this cause. We have some other artworks from different schools over here as well. But this is not it. Now let's move on out of the building, out of this art gallery, because of some participation, because of the participation of a school, of a very special participation, if I would say. Around 55 artworks have been sent from SK St. Patrick Malaysia School, and you will be spellbound to see how students of this school have shown their creativity. They have just made the walls of our arts gallery so colorful with their beautiful, beautiful artworks, and they have showcased that the students are very well aware of what is happening in this world and why education is so important. And I simply love how each student from all of the countries have showcased, not only showcased the education, but they have portrayed their culture, their concept, and their values of school education as well. So it was a very healthy participation from all the schools from all of the world. Thank you very much. That's all for from the arts gallery that we had for you today.
Thank you, Mr. Ubair Khan. And the art gallery shows how enthusiastic, how creative our students are. Now, I would love to request our next panelist, Ms. Ishita Ghoshal, Principal, Kothari International School, Pune, India, to come up with her school SDG story. Mr. Ishita Ghoshal. Ms. Ishita
Thank
Ghoshal.
you. Thank you, Moinuddin, and a very good evening to all the esteemed educators, panelists, and my dear friends. I present the Quality Education SDG 4 goals in the form of three aspects only covered in value education, experiential learning, and leadership, and have tried to encompass a little bit of glimpse. I would like to show you the video in the first slide for value education, a short minute video. Please have a look. The children working with the blind and mute, the children working with stories which are self-created on values, which depict how they see their life and people around and appreciate it. These are genuine acts of kindness which children of all classes throughout the online classes have been doing as part of living and learning to live and appreciating the values of living with everybody at home. We move to the next slide of experiential learning, where we run a school without an examination, without notebook and textbook. And please see the video here to see how our children debate, research, create their own experimentation, and challenge their own thinking. These are the books which children have written and discussed.
There must be some way to like solve this problem. Well, the one and only. Now I have poured some water into all these solutes, and I'm going to leave it for some time, and after that we will check.
So learning by doing through their own home environment was the key this year. Giving empowerment to children through this video, we can have a look at it, that our children are empowered. They enjoy a certain autonomy in learning and take their own decisions how to learn. This is a tuck shop which children run in school, and it's a profit-making center. They generate the income to take it back to the society and the children who are undernourished. The children create their paintings and sell it. And these are the photographs they've taken with the people who have bought their paintings, and they are complete strangers for these children. And then they contribute the amount for uplifting the downtrodden in the society. And that's how we feel that children become responsible and take initiative to not only develop their own caliber as well as support the social causes. And therefore, such independent groups in the form of creating innovations having a maker space in the school where they create socially sustainable projects, and to generating funds, employment, skill training. And this is a child who's in the Guinness book from our school, a grade 2 child, and he's solving the rubric for the shortest period of time. So we have all kind of talents being nurtured in the school, and the school culture of quality education is brought about through these methods of teaching. That's a sensor AI applicable dustbin which my children are conceptualizing and creating. They are just class 5 children.
Till 6 hours. After that, the lab will automatically shut down, and the students will carry it to a place where there will be charging stations and dustbin.
So therefore, friends, the concept is of quality education through quality leave, the quality living in the form of how to breathe through mindfulness and values to how to live with experimentation. Thank you very much.
Trial version.
Thank you, Ms. Ishita Ghoshal, Principal, Kochari International School, Pune, India, for your nice and wonderful
Trial version.
presentation. Now, I would love to request Mr. PM Nagarjan to take us to
Trial
Malaysia
version.
without a visa with his school SDG story. Mr. PM Nagarjan.
Trial version.
Thank you, Mr. Moyuddin. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I'm Nagarajan Pillai from
Trial version.
SK Sungai Udang, Malacca, Malaysia.
Trial
I'm
version.
honored to be a part of this show to share about my PenPal project. Next slide,
Trial
please.
version.
Now, teachers, first and foremost, all of us need to realize that children acquire language quickly, even without formal teaching. And this is because they are natural language acquirers. And since I am a language teacher, I would like to answer these two questions. Number one, does your child apply the language that he or she has learned? And number two, quality education solely based on the presence of students in the classroom. We need to know that children gradually build up English language depending on the frequency of exposure and the quality of experience. And when talking about quality of experience, project-based learning, or in short, PBL, has been proven as a learning method to increase English skills as well as the development of certain human values in students. So let's look at the objective of the project. I want the students to enable them to communicate in English through letters and emails. And this project helped them to learn English in a fun environment freely. And students will gain confidence and also positive attitude towards the language. Now, the rationale of this project: give opportunities to interact among pupils through writing letters and emails. And I want to bring back the lost art of letter writing. And this enables pupils to identify errors as well as merits when writing and reading letters. Next, please. Now, why do I choose PenPal project? I want students to have the role of an English teacher, and I want them to put their best skills on display. They need to foster the abilities to see commonalities amongst the differences. And it is much fun to practice writing to a peer than writing to us teachers. Next, please. Madam Charu, next slide, please. Now, let's look at the advantages. Apply what students have learned through PBL, project-based learning, and students can organize their thoughts, and they are likely to be motivated, unlike doing the ordinary homework, the worksheet. And this pen pal is a cheap and easy way to travel around the world, and students have the ability to see things from another person's view. Next, please. Now, this is my baby step, my first baby step. I started with peer admirer program, where the objective is to boost confidence and to motivate pupils. So how do you run this? Pupils will be asked to write short messages to their peers secretly during their break. How? They will pick a name strip and keep it as a secret, and then teachers will ask them to write short messages, not long, short, and they will put inside the envelope. They can either write short messages or even put small gift. Next, please. Now, teachers, interested, how do you run the project? The first step, you need to choose the school, or the easiest, the best way is get connected with the teachers. Try to choose a teacher, message the teacher directly, and once you are connected, you may exchange email IDs or students' name list. And then you can distribute the name list to your children and give a topic. Ask them to write, give a time, and then you can collect and post if you are doing snail mail. Next, don't forget to update on Facebook. And the most important is don't stop with only one school. Try to connect with different schools and institutions. It's very important that we need to provide more chances and exposure to our children. Next, please. We can see here, we have some samples, local and international partners from India, Italy, Russia, Mexico, France, Nigeria, and even Algeria. Next, please. Now, we have here some samples. We used to receive cards and letters from Krishna Public School, emails on recycling project from St. Anandram Jaipuria, and we even had a video exchange with Instituto Las Torres, Mexico. And the biggest success was on 2019, where we were visited by the French pals, and this gives the children a face-to-face exposure. And I believe this project literally has proven that providing a quality education is actually a boost and not a burden. Next, please. And before signing off, to those who are interested to join, you may scan the QR code shown. And I would like to stress again that by the end of the day, the PenPal project actually helps children to experience the joy of anticipation and the potentially more satisfying reward of getting something after a wait. So that's all from me. Happy writing, everyone. Signing off, Nagarajan from Malaysia. Back to you, Mr. Moidin.
Thank you, Mr. Nagarajan, for your wonderful presentation. This shows how project-based learning can help acquiring second language acquisition and also for this peer admiring suggestion. That's a nice suggestion. We teachers can apply that in our school. Thank you for your wonderful presentation. Now, I would like to request Ms. Paramjit Kaur Dhillon, Principal, Kamla Nehru Public School, Punjab, India, to come up with the closing remarks of our today's session. To Ms. Paramjit Kaur.
Okay, ठीक है.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
But I can't hear anyone.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mohiddin. Thank you very much.
Okay, I don't know what
begin
has
with the
gone wrong.
moderator
I'm
of the
so
day.
sorry. I don't know. What do I have to do that I am audible?
Thank
Maybe I
you.
should join again.
Thank you, everybody. Bushra,
I can just see the
welcome
nodding
you.
of
Over to you.
MD Mohyuddin.
Over to you, and we have 4 minutes before we call it a day. Dot 60
Okay, what
minutes,
do I
please.
do? I join again.
Okay.
Ma'am, you are totally
So
audible,
it's all
ma'am.
right.
We can all hear you, ma'am. No
Let
problem
me
at all.
talk about Rice. Bushra, I take over, please. Let me talk about a tweet meet which we have on every last day of the month. The coming tweet meet is on SDG goal number 3 and SDG goal number 4. Bushra initiates this and she's responsible principal of the Lyceum School. Thank you, Bushra. We request all the panelists of both the goals for SDG 3 and SDG 4 to please join this tweet meet and along with them we have all other audience who have joined us. Thank you so much. We're delighted and honored to have all of you. Thank you very much. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your
So
nice
remember,
facilities
28th
also.
February,
Thank you, ma'am.
and we have the
Thanks to all of you.
Thank you. We could do it in 60 minutes. God bless. Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone.
Yes,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So we would be there for some more time. Any compliments, any complaints, any challenges, anything anybody would like to say something, please do say so. Thank you.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Thank you. Who's there? Introduce yourself and please speak.
This is Divya Srivastava from Gurgaon, Rotary Public School, Gurugram.
Okay, Divya.
Thank you for adjusting our photos at the last minute. Somehow it was missed earlier. Thanks a lot for that. And we are very happy to be a part of this. And just a small query, when we for this, we'll be getting the certificate link afterwards in the group, I suppose?
I'm sure it has already been shared.
Okay,
so
thank
sure,
you.
there are people
Thank you.
on the task.
It's wonderful to be with you. Thank you.
We'll be sharing in the WhatsApp group again, but it's already shared in the chat window. Not once, but at least 3-4 times, perhaps.
Thank you. I was so busy watching the PPT.
Glad you were engrossed.
Yeah. I was really engrossed. All the PPTs were very composed and composite. Yeah.
The most important thing that I believe that we finished it in time.
Yeah, that 60 minutes challenge.
Yeah.
We have to skip
that's the
here
most
and there.
wonderful thing, ma'am.
We have to skip
So it
here
was
and
well
there.
prepared, well organized, and well delivered.
Yeah, Priyanka, we had to leave her in between and just skip through. Bushra joined and then we had to leave her because 60 minutes was the target. You know, that's how we go about. I'm sorry for all those, but then valuable 250 participants here and we are live on Facebook too.
Great.
Thank you so much.
May I?
Yes, please.
Okay, this is Bushra. How are you, ma'am? Everything? I'm
Bushra,
so sorry.
we missed you.
Ma'am, I missed it too, but of course I can't help it because I told you the reason. And that's really great to see everyone is praising, and I'm sure everyone, they have received those graphics and they will be putting their write-up and start retweeting it on the Twitter. And the graphics, they are prepared by Rizwan. I'm so grateful that despite so many challenges, he made it so. So probably Miss Charu, she will be, sharing with all of you. And you all are requested to join us in the tweet meet tomorrow, inshallah. And no, it's on the last day. So it will be on 28th. Yes. So thank you so much, ma'am. But inshallah, next time onward, I'll be there with you all.
Yes.
And that's it.
Thank
Yes.
you,
If
Bushra.
someone wants to ask anything about tweet me, so they can. Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
There's a hand raise I see. Yes,
Mine?
please. It's yours. Okay. I thought B could be anybody else also apart from my dear Bushra. Yes, Bernard Reeb, if I pronounce your name correctly. How did you find this the Rise of SDGs panelist meet today? Bernadine, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Unmute and please share your experience. Delighted to have you today, please.
Oh, hi. Oh, I was with you guys last month, and I think I found it on Facebook, but I can't remember.
Yes.
So I'm just continuing to follow along.
Okay. And you joined well in time too. That was the nice part. You were there from the very beginning. Thank you. And we're looking forward to your contribution, your students' contribution, and you participating as a speaker too. One of these days for one of these goals. I see Sonia. Sonia Badwa, you have been, every time you have been volunteering to participate. But dear, this time we had about 16 words for presenters and everybody. And you know, I'm sorry, but I'm sure Sonia, one fine day you'll be one of our presenters too. Thank you for joining always. Leila, nice to see you here. Urifa, nice to see you here. And
Dear
we have
ma'am, I
Shani
found one
also.
of my that means acquainted, that is Bernadine Reeve from Canada, I hope. Ma'am, we met earlier maybe. Yes, ma'am.
It's a small world
Yes, we
after all,
did.
they say.
Yes.
Yeah, the world has become small and it seems smaller after this COVID-19 situation.
Yes.
That's right.
So true, so true. Do we have Siddharth? Siddharth, would you like to comment something on today's show? With your team of teachers you've joined for the first time, please. So maybe he's left from DPS. It's okay. And then we have, anybody can unmute and speak, please.
Madam.
Yes, Naga.
I would like to give a big applause to Mr. Moidin, Elias mentor, because we need someone who can handle and control the situation, especially when there's a glitch, and he has done his job well. Salute to you.
Yes. Yes, especially when our keynote speaker could not join, and he
Yes.
just rose up to the occasion. So this salute goes for Muhammad Moidin.
Yes.
It's my pleasure, ma'am, that I got the opportunity actually. I myself is feeling proud for having that opportunity. That's just a bolt from the blue, but that's something that I got, and I'm very happy with that, ma'am.
A nice
Thank
book.
you for choosing me actually for this. Thank
Okay.
you, ma'am.
But I'm so sorry, Kawashi, you could not join. I wish you had joined. We would have listened to you from Albania. We missed you badly. I wish you are there, and you can take note that we actually missed you. Yes, Ayappa, anything you would like to say, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everybody. Really, I want to congratulate the moderator and all the panelists. You really did a fantastic job, and though we are the dawdler in this STG, really it's a very good takeaway from you all. Really, I need to thank Niran ma'am and Narajan sir, especially the work which you did it in your school. So we will try to contact you. Okay. So really, it's everybody, all most of the, but really we are surprised today actually. So with lots of take home thing. So thank you, Paramjit ma'am, for this wonderful, family you gave it to us in 2021.
Yeah. And Minakshi is there. Minakshi, I know that you also opted to be one of the speakers, but somehow, too many of people volunteered. I'm sure one fine day you will be one of our panelists. Thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Thank you so much, dear.
Paramjit ma'am, can I pop in,
Yes,
ma'am?
yes, yes.
Good evening, everyone. This is Joyita Chatterjee from St. Anandram, Jaipuriya School.
My God.
India. I just wanted to convey my heartfelt thanks to everyone. Because of you people, we could understand that during this COVID and post COVID, we can relive our lives with another new intention that, yes, sitting at home, we can do a lot and make a lot of changes.
Yes, true.
Thank you, ma'am, for that.
And darling, thanks for so much of contribution of your students.
They
In
are
the art
rocking,
gallery, the articles, everywhere we see you. So good. Keep it up, sweetheart. Keep it up.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Anybody? Yes, please. Just unmute and speak. Anybody who wants to. Yes, Siddharth. I can see you. How are you? How did you find the show? You need to unmute yourself, please, Siddharth. Hi.
Madam,
Yes. Ma'am, I'm so sorry, but I have to go for now.
It's okay.
It was a pleasure meeting all of you. I'd love to take your leave from now, as I have some other issues to do. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity, ma'am. And I would love to have some more opportunities from your side. Maybe one day as a panelist too. So thank you, ma'am.
Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed.
Yes, fingers crossed, ma'am.
And you need to volunteer, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Siddharth, I was talking to you, please. Your experience.
Invited who are really rock stars from our school, and they're now a part of the WhatsApp group, and they've also attended this call. I'm sure they'll bombard this group.
Okay. So, yeah. So we are all in team RiseUp4SDGs, and we'll walk through together till August. This journey, maybe all our years coming years will be there in this team. Thank you, Siddharth, and your team of teachers for joining us. All regards. उषा जी, आपका तो फाइनल वर्ड होना चाहिए ना? आप हमारे मेंटोर हैं, आप हमें मोटिवेट करते हैं, आप इतने अच्छे हमें कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स देते हैं. प्लीज आप कुछ बोलें. आप थोड़ा लेट आए मुझे लगता है आज. अनम्यूट कीजिए अपने आप को.
I'll say I'm so happy and I'm in this program at this time when I've joined this program without even being fully, well, why say fully, I hardly know net, but I have sailed along with you, making mistakes, writing here, not writing there, and how wonderful all of you have been accepting me with the way we are going. It's such a beautiful journey. The way the children have expressed themselves,
yes,
it is beyond imagination.
Yes.
How well the educators have been able to nurture the children with these feelings which they have expressed. SDG has far to go with these youngsters coming up. Everything is going to be sorted out in life. I'm sure we are going straight with a big flame in our hands. All the best to all of us. Thank you, ma'am, so much. Thank you, all the educators and all the people who have helped me to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. So anybody else want to say something? We have principal also, Mr. It's so small text, I really can't read it. Maybe I go very near to my laptop.
Ma'am, quickly, can I say something? This is
Yeah,
Swati.
everybody.
My
Everybody can
video
speak.
isn't working. Just to tell you what this place has for me, you know, ma'am, I told you like I was in another session. I just didn't attend the last half an hour there, you know, because I wanted to come back here. First, I joined from another device, and then I saw, no, it's not working. I want this whole thing on my laptop. I want to see the full screen. And I just came running over here. So that's what this place has for us. I just wanted to say that, ma'am. The life and the learning. I mean, as you keep saying, it works like a mantra, you know, like that. Together stronger. Oh my God, what an inspiration this is. So just love these sessions, ma'am. I just wanted to tell you that.
Thank
So
you. Thank you, Swati. God bless you, dear. We have Leila Tak. She has raised her hand. Yes, please, you can speak, dear. Bole aap. Please speak.
Hello
Hi.
everybody.
Hello.
I hope you are doing well. Just here, I'm sending my warmest greeting from another continent. Maybe doesn't here exist to represent it. It's Africa, the north of Africa, exactly.
Lovely,
Morocco.
lovely.
Morocco. Okay. Actually, I was very pleased and I enjoyed my time. All the presentations of the speakers, I like them a lot, especially working on global projects on the SDGs, and especially when working on them, okay, with the international collaborations. Yes, which is I did before the COVID the 19. I used to work with maybe one time I can come and share my my experience with my students with SDG. I worked with many goals. One of them is gender equality, and
Next
also
session.
yeah, inshallah, which is what I like today. Actually, every time you make okay the announcements, I want to attend, but okay, work and constraints okay didn't help me to get the chance to attend with you. But today I got it, and I am happy to be with you. One more thing which I mentioned, which is I like that all the teachers and the speakers that they work with their students, they work on 21st century skills with projects, amazing projects, especially the one maybe from Pakistan. He did that kind of gallery using that platform. Yes, so amazing. All of them were amazing, but I like the one migrating to him. I didn't remember, sorry, his name, but also the one from mashallah, which is the one with the on CoSpace, I guess, or maybe Minecraft. I like it a lot. Yes.
It is another app. This is,
I
for
love.
every session we have walk through the art
Yes.
gallery, and for every session we release a newsletter also. And the links
Yes.
we'll be sharing. In case you're not there in the WhatsApp group, please join. And we've already put a number
I'm
of.
on WhatsApp groups. I'm on
Okay,
WhatsApp group.
okay.
Yeah.
Then it's all
Yeah.
right. We share there also. And
Inshallah.
make sure
And
your
I was
students also, your students' work is also sent, and the newsletter is getting fatter and fatter year, month after month, which we are trying to cater to everybody's contribution, please.
also I liked the works of Nagarjan from
Yes.
Malaysia. Greetings to
Woo!
you. I did the same work, but I called my project was about culture exchange, pen pal, but that before quarantine. Also, I like the same work I did, which means I take screenshots. Maybe if you allow that after your permission, I can share with my students in other case. Thank you. I'm happy to be glad and to be part of it. Thank you, Mrs. Paramjeet, and all of you.
Thank you, Leila. We
From
have Muhammad Alam also. Yes, sir, please. You've raised your hand. Bolia, please speak. Muhammad Alam, you have raised your hand. Would you like to say something?
Yes,
Please,
ma'am.
yes.
I am Ashraful Alam, education officer from Bangladesh. Are you
Yes.
happy? Are you happy? Enjoy to join your session. But first time I face some problem. Shortlink bit.ly.com. And another participant from my country, Bangladesh, they are try to join your session, but some problem face Shortlink. I see a responsible or honorable principal from Chattogram College. He joined your session, please call you to express his feeling. Thank you to all. Thanks, ma'am.
Thank you. You know, Mohammad Alam Saab, we are also
Yes.
on Facebook Live. If you can't join there, you're welcome to join there, and we keep putting the link in the chat window. उसमें
Yes.
देखें आप.
Yes, ma'am, you help me for establish Microsoft Team in Bangladesh
Yes,
before that.
we had a Skype
Before
session
that,
where my
and
teachers,
and
one of my
yes,
teachers who can speak Bengali, spoke
yes,
everything in
yes,
Bengali to help them
yes, 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 yes,
to
yes,
all
ma'am.
doubts of Microsoft
Yes,
Teams were
and
cleared.
now I create a group and my personal Facebook ID Astrapurala active, and now I am your fan. Your fan. My Facebook page name is Virtual Education Collaboration. This is page, and Facebook group is Virtual Educator Collaboration. So I communicate with you to establish in my country country Microsoft Teams and other product. Other product. Now I see my honorable principal Chattogram. Please call him to feelings express this session. Thank
Okay,
you, ma'am.
Principal Nasir is there.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr.
Yes,
Nasir,
yes,
please
thank you.
unmute yourself and speak. Boliye.
Yes, yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you, Paramjit Kaur, Dilion, for giving me the floor here. I am very happy to join your session. Uh, Session is quality education.
Yes.
I meet many topic or discussion because I am join in the late. So I want to express my idea in Bangladesh. Bangladesh Microsoft team work is very well. Uh, uh, Bangladesh, some interested or efficient person, those who try to uh, uh, um, Microsoft team activities to popular in our uh, people of Bangladesh. Here, Mr. Ashraful Alam, Upazila Assistant Secondary Education Officer in Mymensingh, Shodor, Mymensingh, Bangladesh. He tried to uh, uh, these these tools uh, uh, and he tried to uh, uh, teach our teachers and student any other interested people those who work in education sector. uh, Mr. Ashraful and Nazmul, as well as Abdul Salam, so many uh, uh, experienced teacher. They work in Bangladesh very smoothly. I appreciate Paramjit Kaur for arranging such kind of educational program. We are very benefited to hear from you and other panelists. I thanked everybody, those who connected in this session till now. I am very happy that I finish my discussion for giving thanks to you and all participants. Thank you.
Thank you, Principal Saab. Thank you, Principal. And see, we are still more than 100 people, and the session is already complete 20 minutes early. And believe me, people joined 45 minutes early also today. I was so surprised. I was thanking Lord Almighty. Oh God, I'm thankful to you. People have joined to work for SDGs. The passion with which they have joined. Thank you, sir. And remember, we've already conducted some sessions for helping out in Teams implementation, and we are always there. We'll be teaching you in Bengali also. I found one Bengali teacher and she taught you. So if you ever have a doubt, you can always contact us. And when it comes to education, teachers of the entire globe, of the entire world, is just one community. When it comes to students, students around the globe are just students. And we teachers have to take care of each other, and we teachers have to take care of all students. So together we are stronger, always there. Thank you. So if
Thank
anybody
you
else
very
would like
much.
to speak, fine. We are about 100 odd still. 99 of us are here. That's great. People are filling up the forms also, and maybe the goodbyes.
Paramjit ma'am, this is Sunanda this side.
Sunanda. Yes, Sunanda.
I'm really very happy. Your voice is so encouraging, and it's really good to. I don't know whether I'm visible or not, but see your
You
face,
are
your
not,
voice.
because you have not switched on your video. Please switch on your video.
I have done. I think, ma'am, my little one has done some experiment because he's learning, so he must have done something, or because of that my camera is not working. So I just want to appreciate everybody. We all are together. I'm happy that what others are doing, and we are also the part of this SDG goals program. And ma'am, thank you so much for your encouragement and your this encouraging voice, rather. It's really nice.
So Nanda, one thing I always keep saying, this is our project and we own it too.
Yes.
RiseUp4SDGs is our project. So Nanda, you own this project. So it's not your project, madam. We have joined. We all are into the same boat, sailing the same boat. It's our project. And we have this ownership. You can use it, speak about it, speak for it, anytime, anywhere, any forum. It's our project. And you own it too, dear. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ma'am, I don't, there are two difficulties I faced, as I have told that I'm learning this Microsoft Teams. So I can't see this chat box. That's why I'm not able to see that attendance link or certificate link, whatever it is. I'm not able, even my team, Kajal ma'am, Swati and Srividya. These four
Are
members.
you in the WhatsApp group, Beta?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I am there. We are there. Yeah.
So the link is shared there. You can go to the WhatsApp group and fill it over there.
Okay, ma'am. Fine.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
God bless you, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Bye, darling. Bye.